positive is relative. I think, compared to the US, not, extending in the police in thousands is positive. And I think Mark Scott's response is kind of just like a kind of political tactic of just saying that, like, I kind of hands off and saying, oh, you guys are allowed to have freedom of speech. But in reality, like, the security have just been informed, like, told to, like, rip down all the posters for building for this event that's happening today. The positive response that could have been is that they cut ties.
I heard that it was a rally. I heard that there are a whole lot of Palestinian supporters, Hamas supporters. There was a rally for the Israeli supporters. They decided to come in and join them.
Yep. And so you've brought some signs.
Yeah.
Do you want to show? So, first one you've got says, you want to show the camera?
Hate speech is un-Australian.
Hate speech is un-Australian. And then what's the other sign you've got?
Save the Lord, remove the turds.
And so the turds are...
Well, I don't know. That's for you to interpret. The supporters over there are calling for an intifada, a revolution. Right? They want people to revolt. These people say we want to stop hate speech. These people are saying from the river to the sea, we want Israel eliminated. Saying from the river to the sea is hate speech, and it's calling for the destruction of Israel. And that's wrong.
What was the reaction in the encampment when you heard that counter-protesters would be turning up today, particularly in response to what's happened, what we've seen happening in the United States? Were there fears? Were there concerns? Well, tell me about the space.
Yeah, I think because we saw overnight that Monash also had some counter-protests and, like, the camps got trashed, we were a little bit, we wanted to build a movement that was large enough so that we would intimidate them back. So what we did was we sent out call-outs on social media, and we have this massive support behind us. Like, people came up, showed up to the protest overnight, basically. Like, no sort of, we didn't give them any sort of, like, timeline or anything. They just showed up, or, like, once we'd asked them to. So we were kind of confident that we had this big backing behind us, especially in Sydney, where we've had the protest going for, like, 30 weeks now. Every single Sunday, people have come out to them.
We are here to support queer people as they've experienced anti-Semitism from their communities, unfortunately, here in Sydney, but also elsewhere in Australia. How it actually goes together, I think that our own values of our group really represent what this is all about. We are able to exercise who we are anywhere we go, speak out, have freedom of speech. We are not being thrown off building neither in Australia or elsewhere in the world. And of course, we kind of we show and demonstrate what a proud queerness is all about, and also have freedom of religion, as opposed to any queer person in the occupied territories or in Gaza that want to exercise their right. They are going to give it a lot of
How you feel seeing Mighty of Soldiers, your critical to the Holland. You see, when you see video of young children being killed, soldiers stealing women's lingerie from...
This is fake. That is fake news.
Well, yeah, have you seen the videos of it?
Yes, I have.
So you say they were staged?
Yes, that's correct. And also, in addition to that, I would say that human lives are human lives. Seeing babies, children, anyone getting hurt or die in war, it's horrible. I definitely think that what is happening is horrendous. War should stop. I'm full of empathy and acknowledgement of the misery of the Palestinian people, innocent women who lost her life and who suffered because of it. What I'd like to also say is that I would want anyone that is actually listening to this interview to remember that the solution is a peaceful solution. It's not a call for genocide or for intifada or have anything to do with hating the Jews. I do believe in the right of the Palestinian people to have their own state alongside the state of Israel, and I'm calling for finding a mutual joint path to go toward peace in all possible peaceful means that we have.